Hi, I wanted to pop on quick and just help you with a little bit of care and maintenance for your annuals and specifically for your hanging baskets. So right about now, you're gonna be heading home with some beautiful baskets that look like this. And I want you to keep them looking nice for as long as possible. Now, in a perfect world, you would take these home. This is a 10-inch basket, and you would pot it up into a 12 or a 16-inch basket so that this has more room to grow. These roots are already fully rooted into this basket. In fact, I don't know if you can see, but I can feel the roots at the bottom of this. So that means that we've got roots all the way through this soil, and you're gonna have to water this a lot to keep it happy. So definitely every morning, and possibly a second time a day to keep this baby happy. Okay, so that's kind of the first thing, watering. And if you will pot them up, you will have to do less watering, which I know we all love. So just a little FYI on that. The other thing is, these are designed to just really produce and bloom their happy little heads off for you. And to do that, they need to have food. So we feed our bodies each and every day. Annuals are the same way. They are bred to perform, but they need fertilizer to do that. So you're gonna wanna fertilize your annuals at least once a week. I just say Fertilizer Friday to kind of remember, and you'll do that with the liquid fertilizer. So I love the Proven Winners brand fertilizer because it has chelated iron in it, but it's a water soluble that you dilute. You can get Miracle Grow liquid feed with a hose-in sprayer that makes it super easy. The Proven Winners that I showed you is a granular. So what I do is I put it in this kind of a hose-in sprayer, and then it meters it out to the rate that I set on the dial. So that's really good. So that is once a week on the liquid fertilizer. The other thing that you want to do is make sure and use an extended release or a controlled release, time release. It's called Many Things fertilizer. This is a pelletized fertilizer, and it will it'll say on the box if it is 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, how many months it will last. Now there's a caveat to that. If we have lots and lots of rain, or if it's super hot and you're watering a lot, then they're not going to work for as long as what it says. The other thing to keep in mind with this is that it does not start working until the soil warms up. And so until it's about 80 degrees outside, your controlled release fertilizer is not necessarily doing anything for you. So there's just a few quick tips on how to keep your hanging baskets or patio pots looking fantastic. First and foremost, if you have the ability, pot them into a larger container so that you don't have to water so much. Secondly, if you can't do that, you're gonna have to just water several times a day, unfortunately. The other thing, real quick, soil can become hydrophobic. And so that means that, say you normally water in the morning before you go to work, but you forgot, so you run home at lunch and your plant is a little wilty. You can feel that the soil is dry and it's pulled away from the side of your pot. Your soil has become hydrophobic. So the best thing you can do is take that down and set it in some sort of a water vessel that it can just soak up water for a few hours and rehydrate that soil. Because if you're overhead watering, the water is just going to keep pouring out around the root ball and down through the drainage holes. So just know, might take a little bit extra work in that. Now, if you've got any questions that I didn't cover in this super quick video, leave them in the comments. Let me know. I'm happy to help however I can, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day.